Well, welcome to another edition of the Impractical Workshop, where we take something useless and turn it into something impractical. You know, with all this ugliness going on out there, the protesting and the politicians calling each other names, you know what I think this world needs? I think it needs some random acts of kindness. That's what I think it needs. And so I was looking at a piece of PVC pipe and I thought, what can we do with that here in the Impractical Workshop? And that's when I came up with an idea. What you'll want to do is cut some lengths of PVC pipe. Doesn't matter what diameter pipe, doesn't really matter how long. What's important is it's got to be able to fit some items in it. For instance, you definitely want to put in a note that has something really gender neutral, something nice that's gender neutral, like boom, you're smoking, or have a blast today, or maybe you can put something religious like are you prepared to meet God? Just kind of think about some things like that that you can write down. And so you'll take your note and you'll put that in the tube. Now, can't be too careful these days, all this social distancing, so something else you'll put in there, because people need these, is a disposable face mask. You can get these absolutely free at any Menards or Walmart. You're just laying around in the parking lot, so grab as many as you want. And I'm sure if you're like me, you've got plenty of PVC and caps laying around. So you can cap that, and it's kind of a plain looking gift though, isn't it? Kind of a plain looking project, so you'll want to dress it up. First thing is really important. You want them to know that it's time sensitive. Time sensitive, so you take a cheap watch, put it on there, make it time sensitive, so they can say, oh, that must be something time sensitive. I need to open that up. And my wife has taught me never ever give a package that's plain looking, and this is pretty plain looking. Around your shop you have wire laying around, so just turn that into some nice curly Q and attach that right there to your package. And look at that, isn't that a nice, wouldn't you want to open that if you saw it? And you're saying, well, now how are we going to distribute these? I mean, we've got all this social distancing rule. That's a great question, and that's the beauty of these watertight little packages here. See, you can go places where people still can congregate, such as political rallies, protest sites. Make lots of these ahead of time and just leave them laying around. That way people can readily find them and say, hey, look at that, that's cool, I want to open that. And then they'll be look inside and get a nice big smile on their face. We're just spreading the love, random acts of kindness. You know, it's occurred to me, you know who would like to get some nice notes? Politicians. Politicians would love to get some nice notes. Why not make some of these, send them to your favorite politicians, and make sure to leave your return address so they know who to thank personally. And but I probably wouldn't send one to Nancy. She'll swear it's a setup. But anyway, you know, if we get enough people doing this, I bet you the news will find out about it. But then, of course, they'll try to give the Orange Man credit for it. But you and I both know where the idea came from. Am I right? Hey, you know what else you can use this for? If you're voting for Biden, you can use this for a mailer tube. Just put the ballot in there and put it in your mailbox. It's sure to get exactly where it belongs to. You don't want those Russians interfering this time, do you? Well, listen, before we go, since I'm talking about random acts of kindness, why don't I just leave you some practical advice? Never tell a woman she's inherited her father's bosom and her mother's mustache. You have a great day. See you on the next episode.